I'm hoping that's the thumbnail.
All right, guys. Welcome. Let me get everybody muted. All right. Uh, Close. Uh-oh. Hold on. I gotta get back to my. There we go. Okay. Hello, welcome. Can you guys believe it is end of month, August 2023? I'm sorry, how did we get here? Okay. This summer literally flew by. I don't understand. I don't know where it went, but like here we are. So what I wanted to do is talk about obviously end of month, talk about some excited things that we have going on, and really just talk about mindset. I want to remind you all, you guys did incredible this month. Okay. I don't care what your numbers were. I don't care what your PPA was this month. A lot of y'all have been just freaking rock stars no matter what. And some of us, like, you know what? I'll be my first to say, like, my PPA has been higher in months past. Like, it is what it is, you know. I'm not beating myself up about it because I know I've done nothing but continued to plant seeds. Okay. And so when you're showing up in your stories, when you're showing up in your posts, we talked about this either last week or the week before. We talked about how easy it is to work through the busy, right? And how to do that. If you missed that Zoom, it's all recorded in the team page. Make sure you go back and watch it. But you're every day that you show up, that you open the doors of your business, that you're in your stories, you're being consistent. I actually posted something in the team page today. If you didn't see it, go check it out. It was a great blog article actually about Facebook algorithm right now. All right. And, I know a lot of us get in our heads and we're like, I've been so consistent. I'm showing up. I'm posting. Why is nobody seeing my stuff? Why? I know like nobody's seeing it because your engagement, right? Your audience. And so I don't care what anybody says. We know when we're like, our stuff is not getting seen by the algorithm. Okay. My favorite word is always like, why am I being shadow banned? But whatever the case may be, like, that stuff happens, and we know when it happens. In that article, do yourself a favor and read it. It is, like I said, I posted it in the team page. It is a great article and blog about Facebook algorithm, about why you literally can't just expect because you have a great following, or you have a big following, or you've got to work for your algorithm. And that's basically what it talks about. But it's a great read. Go read it, especially if you're somebody that is trying to continue to learn that, growing your social medias and your platforms. Okay. But what I wanted to talk about is, it's end of month. All right. You guys, we've had an incredible summer. Okay. And I want you to remember that August, again, you've heard me talk about this last week as well. August is a tough month. Okay. So you have already gotten through the I don't want to say the hard, but you've gotten through a tough month to build. August is a tough month to build. Okay. People are looking at their finances, right? They're looking at how much money they've spent and where. They're looking at, crap, like the kids are getting back to school or getting back into a routine, right? What's right after school? You guys, what comes after school? The holidays. There are some people I've already seen posting on social media that they started their Christmas shopping. Like, I'm sorry, what? Like, your girl, I am not ready to do that yet. Like, I cannot do that. I probably should. It would probably take a lot more stress off of me because I get way stressed out about Christmas shopping. But like, I'm a last minute Sally, okay, when it comes to probably everything in my life. And that's just that's how I roll. To love me, to know me is to love me. But anyway, you know, you have built through a month of people going, you know what? Next month I'll put me first. You know what? Next month I'll get back into my business. You know what? Next month I'll, get back on my vitamins that, Erica got me on, that I was feeling really good, but I canceled my auto ship because I don't even know where I'm at. We've been camping, we've been traveling, we've been at the beach. People have been busy. They have been, and if they're in New England, people have been trying to just enjoy the summer because it finally showed up. Okay. Because we were robbed of a summer the first month. Okay. So people are like trying to now cram in all of these things, right? And everybody's in this frantic. I've already been seeing, well, actually, a lot of people's kids started today, which is, I'm not gonna lie, it's got my like mom stress level like because I'm still like so that's where people are at. So if you got anybody a free account this month, pat yourself on the back. If you got somebody started this month, pat yourself on the back. Like, be proud of the seeds that you did plant. Okay. Be proud of the conversations that you did have this month. I don't care if they didn't order. It's not about, hey, they got in my inbox and I got the order in. Oh, well, that's freaking amazing. And you're a freaking rock star. Like, we already know that. Okay. But it's about the conversation the seed's been planted and now you're watering it. And now your seed is going to start growing. And next month, when that seed turns into a flower or that seed turns into, the pear that you get to pick off the tree, right? That harvest, that is where you kept showing up, right? Where you kept cultivating the relationship, where you were building the relationship, where you were taking care of, the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up, right? And so be proud of the fact that you got through an incredible month where people are checked out. It just is what it is. Okay. And you still showed up every day. Okay. You were still in your stories. You were consistent. And you know what? Maybe you were somebody who you were kind of like semi checked out this month too. Maybe you had stuff going on. Maybe life happened. It's okay. Because you know what's really cool is we have a business here and we have an opportunity and we have this bomb ass community that no matter where you're at, we're going to meet you there and we're going to lift you up and we're going to run with you as soon as you put your running shoes back on. And we're going to walk with you when you're walking, right? And when you trip and fall, we're going to be there to remind you, like, it's okay. We got your back and we're going to pick you back up. Okay. So congratulations on one hell of a month. Okay. And, wherever you're at. So there was a promo over the weekend. We still have 3 days left of the month. You never know what could happen. Lavelle is constantly surprising us. I don't know anything that you don't know, so I'm not trying to hint at anything, but I'm hoping that there's one more promo. Is there one that I don't even know about? Did it just drop? What happened? You got to unmute.
On the call today, they were talking about a promo being released today, but they never released it. And they said something about, Cliff was talking about customer retention. Make sure you're talking to customers that haven't ordered yet. So I feel like something like free customer something's coming out.
I got some kind of email today
that.
about a 20% off for plus free shipping or something like that. Did you guys get that?
Looks like Phil did too. Yeah, I did see a screenshot in the 200K chat that somebody had gotten that as well. So you know what? I wonder if that's what he was talking about. Maybe like be reaching out to your people and say, hey, if you haven't placed an order, Erica, was that on your personal email? Was it like, have you been maybe placing orders through Eric? Have you placed an order through
Eric's
your own?
Email,
I'm wondering if it was.
I think it was to Eric's email. Yeah, it's a customer email.
So maybe you haven't ordered through Eric's account in like a month or two, and I wonder if that's why that they're trying to like, okay, you know what, we've seen that you've taken a couple months off from placing any orders. We want to hook you up, is what I'm assuming that's all about. Because I know that there was somebody else had posted it as well, and Jill said she got one as well. I honestly didn't even check my emails, so I should go check and see if anything is any of those. But so maybe that's it. But who knows? Again, we still have 72 hours, or obviously over, including tonight, left in the month. Okay, so you never know. You never know who's watching you. Keep showing up to inspire. Keep showing up to to show up. And we also, one thing that we did do. This is literally just throwing it out there. This actually came about because I got on a call with Sheila Tony the other day, and her and I were just talking about, really kind of just connecting because, she's my direct. And so, just kind of like where I'm at, where the team's at, just kind of being my guide and mentor. And she ended up saying to me, this is something that she's been doing, is this hundreds challenge. Okay. And Sheila has officially hit 60 pounds down, which, as we all know, like, that's so incredible. And I'm just so over the moon for her. And she's watched all of you and all, and us for this whole journey. And, she's constantly telling me, like, it was because you girls inspired me. And, she's somebody who struggled with her weight. So it's like so heartwarming warming, not warming, to see, that she's totally like, feeling like a bad bitch that she deserves to be too. But she has also been doing that hundreds challenge. And so she was the one that said to me, like, Crystal, I think you really need to do that because it's something that, again, it's not hard. Like, I don't know if you guys know this about me. I hate working out. Working out's not my jam. It doesn't fill my cup. I actually hate it. The whole time I'm there, I'm like looking at the clock. Like, I feel like I can't focus. It's just not my thing. I can't do it. Yeah. So she was like, this is easy. Like, you can literally do this in like 5 to 7 minutes max, like get it done and you're done for the day. And she's like, and this has really helped me, but it's also helped me like up here, you know what I mean? It's like something that you personally accomplished again for the day for yourself. And so that's where that came about. And then of course I recruited Cameron and day 2, she did it with me, we were like, you know what, we need, like, I'm going to post this in the group and we need to put it out there for everybody. So, like, this is really cool. Like, I don't even know if today is day 4 or 5. Must be 5 for me, 4 for you, right? Or today's, anyway. There's a post in the Bad Bitch group, an accountability thread in there. If you want to join, you can join at any time and start doing it with us. I love, and how it, like, all day I was like, I don't want to do it. I pushed it. And I literally just did it right before this Zoom, like 20 minutes before the Zoom started. I was like, I have to do it. I have to do it. Okay, fine. Like, and I got it done. And now I'm really proud of myself that I did, And so again, like, if it's something that you like, maybe this sounds like, oh gosh, you know what? This is something that I totally would be looking for. Like, join us, do it with us, start, whenever your day is to start. But I think that it's been really cool to, kind of watch each other, like, cheer each other on, even with this. So we talked end of month. We talked, obviously that accountability. I want to talk about mindset. Okay. I think this is a really, really important topic to talk about, especially as we're going into a whole new season. And what I mean is, this is like, we have seasons, obviously, in the year. We also have seasons in our business. Okay. And so now we are going to be going into a new season in our business, which is, going into the fall, which leads into the holidays and whatnot. Okay. As we're going into our new season, I want you guys to really start thinking about, like, your, like, mindset. How are you starting your morning? What are you doing before you allow any kind of outside influence into this? All right. One thing that I can tell you is the best way to start your day is to get up, take your capsules, do some affirmations, right? Put on, grab your phone or whatever. Do not look at any emails. Do not open any notifications or your social media. Okay. But turn on something that's going to pour into your cup first. Because when you open your social media, or you open your emails, or you open text messages that you woke up to, you go from opening your eyes to instantly pouring out. Okay. And depending on what's on the other side of that email or text message or social media notifications, or maybe messenger that you got, it's going to go one way or the other, right? Maybe we're going to get really lucky and we're going to get this incredible message from somebody that tells us that, we really deserve to have a beautiful day. Erica. I love you. Or we are going to probably see negativity on your social media, right? As you start scrolling. I mean, a lot of us do it. It's just become that, like, that's like how we live these days. We wake up, we pick up our phone, and like, we're not even out of bed. We haven't even taken a capsule yet. And we're already like, and you're literally absorbing all of the nonsense and other people's opinions, other people's BS, right? Other people's negativity before you've even taken a capsule, before you've even filled your own cup for the day. And when that happens, it literally sets the tone for your day, right? If you literally just absorbed 5 people in a row who had nothing positive to say, they were complaining, they were being rude, they were maybe being disrespectful, maybe they posted something that's just like so not your wheelhouse, right? Whatever the case may be, maybe somebody in your messenger was being rude or, you know, complaining about something and you're like, oh my God, like that's how you started. It's like instant chaos in your brain and you haven't even gotten out of bed. Versus we don't touch our phone. We get up, we take our capsule. Let's start with some affirmations, right? I ams. You should be doing those every single day. What's your goal? What's your goal for the month of September? Right? I am 4K. Period. Like, feel it when you say it. Like, I am 4K. I am 12K. Right? I am a Lavelle Auto bonus earner. I deserve to have a vehicle paid for by my company because I lead with my heart and I change people's lives. Right? Like, I feel that when I say it. I want you to believe in the things you say them out loud, write them down, put them on a sticky note, put them on your mirror, right? And start doing these things every single day. I am unstoppable. I am determined. I am loved, right? I am grateful. I am blessed. I am a servant leader. I am inspiring. I am motivating. Whatever your I am statements are, say them, feel them, believe them. Pour into your cup before you allow anyone to pour out of your cup. Okay. Write in a journal. Maybe you know what, journaling. I am a huge advocate for journaling. Maybe it's not a morning thing for you. Maybe it's before bedtime for you. That is really like, that's your thing. You kind of decide that, but I'm telling you right now, journaling is incredible. It helps get what's up here onto paper. Okay. It also is huge in like what you're putting out in the universe, right? What you put out, you attract. Okay. What you think about, you bring about. Remember that. Okay. The words we speak, okay, again, are like, what is that saying when we're little? Like it doesn't, what is that saying you say when the kids say when they were little about like, you know, it bounces off me and sticks like to you or whatever it is, the glue thing. What is that? Who knows it? Why am I'm totally drawing a blank. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Help me out, Erica.
I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you.
Yeah. So, you know, again, but like words are so powerful, right? And so put like what you want, you put it out there, put it in your journal, say it out into the universe, like believe it. Okay. September is going to be our mindset month. We're going to claim it right now. All right. I want you to remember also, like in the morning, do your affirmations. Do not grab your phone. Maybe, you know, you turn on some music. It doesn't have to be all like, you know, you're doing these like I love putting music on when I'm in the shower. Okay. Music raises your vibration. Okay. It does something like in your body, in your mind, how you think, right? Move your body in the morning, get it moving. Okay. Go on to YouTube. You can go on YouTube and find 10-minute, 15-minute, 20, whatever you have. I love to do this when I'm doing my makeup and getting ready in the morning. Listen to, and their YouTube is full of millions of motivational clips, okay, of motivational speakers. Steve Harvey, I love him. He's one of my favorites. Anything Steve Harvey is incredible. if you like, I really like Ed Milet. I like Andy Frisella. Andy Frisella's a little bit more on the harsh side, but if you like that, he's your person. You know, there's so many. I love Elevation Church. You know, so if that's something that you're familiar with, Stephen Furtick, he has incredible, even though it's more on the, you know, the religion side, his messages are always like on point, like mindset, motivation, just so again, like any of these things, whatever fits for you, you can go on YouTube and find one of these things and they are going to literally fill your cup. I promise you, you're going to go, like light bulbs are going to go off. Like I listened to one this morning and it was like a 15-minute just blurb of one of his sermons. Okay. But it was the main lesson and it was about blessings. Okay. And it was all about, I'm going to tell you the exact analogy that he talked about. He was talking about blessings and how, you know, in your life, right? We sometimes think like the blessings are what are still to come. And we forget that the blessings are what we already have. Okay. And he referred to his wife and he said, this is a very powerful exercise that I teach people. He's like, and just hear me out, like stick with me for a moment. Okay. And, you know, he said, all right, so imagine you lost the most important person in your life. And for him, that is his, okay. So, you know, I'm going to say Wendy because I'm drawing a blank and I can't remember her name. So he says in this lesson, he says, all right, so, you know, let's say, you know, I lose Wendy, right? What do people always say? I would give anything to get that person back. How many times have you heard something like that? I would give anything to get that person back. He was like, I would do anything. He goes, I would full on like Mel Gibson, like Neon Leeson or whatever his name is. I'm not really good at actors. Anyway, you know, these movies, you know where I'm going with this, I hope. He's like, I will go full on that. Like I would do anything to get her back. Like I would kill and I would take yours too. Like I would do anything. He goes, and then you open your eyes and that person's right there. And you realize you've already got everything, right? You've already got everything. But sometimes we forget the blessings that we have right in front of us, right? And we're always looking for something else versus the journey that, like, look at what's right in front of us. Look at like what we already have. And I'm not talking about it's a person, but just in general in life, right? Sometimes we don't realize, like, we're always looking for the next best thing versus like what we've already got. Okay. And so I literally shared this with Cameron earlier, right before this Zoom, because that same message today, I was really thinking about it again, just kind of everything he had said. And I'm walking into Home Goods, which, like, I almost like posted, someone come take me out of this store before I buy everything. And then my husband's like, what is wrong with you? Because Halloween's around the corner. It's one of my favorite holidays. And I'm walking in and I just happened to look down as I was walking in, and it was like almost like a flash. I don't know if anybody's ever had one of those moments where it's kind of like you just, all these things kind of flash, you know, over, you know, like in your mind. But I looked down and it was like, I saw my wedding ring. And then I saw my other ring, right? And so this ring is the ring that my husband gave me with our kids' birthstones, okay? And I'm walking into the store and I'm looking, it was like I saw my wedding ring and then I saw that ring. And then my bracelet I'm wearing today says she believed she could and that so she did, okay? And then I looked, you know, and as I looked down, I'm wearing this purse, which is a Louis Vuitton bag. And it's not the bag. It's not the Louis Vuitton. That's not what this is about. But it was, in that moment, it was like, I have so many things that were once something I only dreamt of. Being married to somebody I call my best friend, being a mom, right? Like, believing that I could ever achieve some of these things. On so many vision boards I had Louis Vuitton bag, because I never in a million years thought I would ever even purchase a Louis Vuitton bag. And I've only walked into that store twice, and I've only personally bought something there once, and I left there bawling my eyes out like a freaking baby, and honestly feeling like I didn't deserve it till my husband, not physically, but had to smack me around. And literally just be like, what is wrong with you? You worked so hard for that. Of course you deserve that. Stop crying and thinking that you don't, and enjoy every moment of it. Period. Like, stop thinking that you don't deserve to do that when the day that I did. And it was in that moment today that I thought, oh my gosh, like, so many things that I once was like, how incredible would that be? Like, but what if I didn't believe that I could find my best friend, right? What if I believed people that, made me feel like I was never good enough, right? What if I didn't think that because of my story of, the lack of, in, I don't have to go into detail, but story, my mom's story, okay? And what I didn't have, all right? What if I believed that so deeply that I believed I should never be a mom because I don't know how to be, or because I didn't have a good role model, or because I didn't, and so I didn't, right? What if I didn't believe that I could ever have business someday, that I could be sitting here looking at so many incredible, strong women and faces of women who not only are here, right? And I like somehow along the way you trusted something I did, but believed in yourself, right? That you deserve to be here, that you deserve to start a business, that you deserve to help somebody else, that you deserve to earn a paycheck tomorrow and every single Tuesday, that you deserve to earn a rank advancement bonus, right? That you deserve to get on an airplane and go to a Thrive Palooza, that you deserve to get an auto bonus, or that you just deserve to get your products for free every single month. And this is what I mean when I talk about mindset, because, and I hope this is all coming full circle for you guys, but mindset is so important, because if you don't believe that you can, you won't. If you don't believe that people will ever trust you, they won't. If you don't believe in your own journey, why will anybody else? If you compare your journey to somebody else that is going a little faster than you, or earned something more, you know what I mean? Like, and you start making that your journey or your story, you're robbing you. You're robbing from yourself, because you're putting roadblock up after roadblock after roadblock, versus enjoying your journey. Because if ever we'd all be millionaires. How cool would that be? But what would, look at this screen right now. None of us look the same. None of us have, none of us are the same people. There's something about every single one of us that makes us different, that makes us special, that makes us worthy, right? And because of that, your journey is yours. But if you don't pour into your mindset, if you don't pour into that cup to you first thing in the morning, you are allowing other people to steal those things from you. You're allowing them to steal it. These vision boards that I talk about, right? And we will be doing, I will be putting together a whole team vision board event in the next month or so. But if that was the case, hold on, let me show you. You know what my first vision board was when I started here in Lavelle? Literally, when I first started, this was it. That was my vision board. That's my husband and my 2 children. And that's how old my kids were when I started. That was them. Because that was my why. I need you guys to really kind of, like going into this new month, we've got 3 days left. I really want you to work on it the next couple of days. What's your why? When I showed up every single time I did an event, and guys, there was nobody doing events for me here. There wasn't, people didn't know, like, there was no Thrive here, right? And what's really cool is there's still really no Thrive. Like, 'cause a lot of people still don't know about it. So it doesn't matter when I started or you guys just starting now. Like, I'm telling you though, like, I would show up, I would make an event in my area, and I'd make a public event, I'd go to Panera Bread, and I'd sit there, and sometimes nobody would show up. And I would sit there with this right here, which was my calendar, my planner, right? And I'd have some product, I'd have some samples, and I'd be all excited. And sometimes nobody would show up. And it happened a handful of times. It wasn't just once. But I'd post on the event at the end when it ended. It'd be like an hour long on the event, you know. What an incredible night. Like, oh my gosh, thanks so much for everybody that came. I can't wait for the next one. Nobody needed to know that nobody came, because you know what? I showed up. And when I did get in my head where I started to feel like nobody cares about what you're doing, I would look down, and this is why I was doing it. This is why I was showing up. This is why I kept going. I wasn't a network marketer. I didn't have a big team that followed me. I was just a tired ass mom who wanted to be a better mom than I had. Okay. I wanted to be better, and I wanted to be better for them, and I wanted to provide for more, and I wanted to have options when these kids, when he was in the hospital or she was in the hospital, that I didn't have to worry about calling out or using my vacation time or losing a job, because these little kids are germ monsters when they're little, okay? And they're always going to call out of daycare. And who was picking up the slack? It was always me. It was always me. And I knew that if I wanted this to work, I could make it work, because I was watching other people do it in this company. Not that I knew, but if they could, why can't I? But it had to also work up here. And on the days that up here I felt defeated, because I am not telling you that it is not normal to feel defeated. I am telling you that is normal. You're human. We're all human. Okay. There are going to be days where you're like, darn, nobody showed up to my event. Like, what the heck, you know? Or this person ghosted me again this week. Or 4 of my customers ended their auto ship and I don't understand why. Or my promoter that was my person, right? My business partner walked away today. And I don't understand. Those things are gonna happen. They're gonna happen. But you've got to remember what your why is. And to keep that bulletproof mindset, you've got to pour into yourself every day. Okay. So things like on the days where you start to struggle, I want you to be like, okay, I need you to check yourself. Okay. I need you to check yourself, and I need you to go, all right, no, we're not doing this today. Hold on. Like, give yourself a minute to get it out. Maybe you need to scream. Maybe you need to, I don't know, say a couple naughty words. Maybe, I don't know what you need to do. Get it out. And then I need you to go and either write it all out and get it out there in a journal, or I need you to go to YouTube and listen to something that's going to change your mindset. Okay. But I need you to remember that it is okay to feel those things, but it is not okay to stay there. All right. And I want you to remember, it's funny, actually, let me pull this up. I saw a post earlier. It's something that I've been, let's see. A leader posted this today, and I was like, that's exactly like, it was a really good quote that I felt like it hit me. And it says, the entrepreneur that makes many mistakes will become a millionaire. The employee that makes many mistakes will be fired. Don't think that if you fall down, you're not meant to be here. Don't think that if you have a month that doesn't go your way, this just isn't for you anymore. Okay? Things don't happen to you, they happen for you, FYI. Okay. But you're never going to get there if you quit. You're never going to get there if you let that like devil voice in your head that's telling you that you're not good enough, or this isn't for you anymore, or nobody wants your system anymore, right? Like that is all up here. That's all up here. So you just need to combat that, and you need to pour into your cup. And then once you've done those things in the morning, another great thing to do for yourself, make your bed. Make your bed. I can't stress that enough. And I know some of you, like, you're like, I make my bed every day. Like, you're that person. You're incredible. I'm going to tell you right now. You're amazing. I'm not that person naturally. I mean, I really think I've gotten better. I'm not this bad, but like I feel like sometimes, I mean, I guess I could be a slob kebab. I mean, I'm not a slob. Cameron's been to my house. It is not dirty. Okay. But what I'm saying is, like, I could live without making my bed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm that person. But once I started making my bed, it wasn't about the chore of making my bed. It was about making my bed because it's the first thing I do for myself in the morning. And I'll tell you right now, if it's something that you don't do, you're going to make your bed and then you're going to look back and you're going to be like, okay, like you feel good when you look at your bed and it's made. And then you feel really good at night when you get into a made bed. Who doesn't agree with that, right? It's the first thing you do for yourself, first thing in the morning. The first thing that you do for you before you do for anybody else. Make your bed. Take your capsules. If you're a journaler, write in your journal in the morning or at night. Listen to something for 5, I don't even care if it's 5 minutes. Find something motivational or positive on YouTube and just listen to it. Let that pour into you. But mindset is so important, and it is either going to catapult you in your business or it's going to destroy you in your business. And so if it's not something, and full transparency, I never even knew what personal development was before Lavelle. I had no idea. I had never heard of personal development. I had never mindset. What? Okay. Like that wasn't I don't know. It wasn't a thing. Nobody taught me about these things. But in reality, these are the things that should be taught in high school and middle school. We should be teaching these kids about mindset. We should be teaching these kids about personal development, right? Instead of some of these things, in my opinion, I'm not trying to get all, off topic and whatever, but like there are some things in schools that, are way more valuable than some of the things that are taught. And one of those things is mindset. One of those things is personal development, right? Belief in you, right? And so I hope that this was something that somebody needed tonight. I hope that this was something that everybody's like, maybe you haven't done these things, but I really have an incredible feeling about September. I think that it's going to bring people a lot more, I don't want to say peace, but maybe like back to routine and organization. I know it is going to for me. And I think that a lot of people right now, this month, the last thing they're thinking about is putting themselves first, because a lot of people are putting their grandkids first to get, or their kids first, right? Or, whatever the case may be, because so many people are going back to school if they haven't already started. Okay. That's the only priority for a lot of people this month. And so I want to just remind you of these things. And I want to remind you all that I believe in every single one of you. And I know that every single one of you are capable of your wildest dreams. And I want you to remember that it does not matter where you came from. It does not matter what kind of background you have before you started here on this journey with us. It does not matter what your upbringing was. I don't give a crap about what's in your bank account. I don't care what kind of car you drive. I don't care where you live. Okay. I don't care what your story was before here. I want you to know that you get to write your story here. And we got your back. And you deserve the wildest dreams and the freaking fairy tale that you're writing for yourself. You deserve it. You can have it. And I believe in you. We believe in you. And I hope after tonight, if you've had any doubt, that you believe in yourself. And we're going to do this together. So I love you all. I am going to open this up really quick. Does anybody have anything that they want to say, share, end of month, anything that anybody, just open discussion that they want to say, or
I just
anything?
want to say that when you said the making the bed thing, I never make my bed, but that's going to be one of those things that I'm going to start doing because my kid, well, not my kid, well, just one of them just messes up the bed all the time. So I don't even bother sometimes. Rosalie likes a certain blanket when she takes a nap, so she just rips it off the bed, and I'm just like, so I'm gonna make it a goal to make my bed no matter what.
And post it in your story. Post it in your story. Yeah. And literally, like, whenever I post mine in my story, I literally just post it made, and I'll write like done, or I'll be like, make your bed, like it's the first gift you give yourself, like, and I'll get people that respond to my story that are not part of our community. I mean, they should be, but they're not, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, yes, or thank you, or you know what, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Like, even those little things are like inspiring to other people, and that little those little reminders that they need to do it.
I kind of want to piggyback off of you, like, talking about planting seeds, because I feel like Facebook has been just like shit for everyone right now. So I've been posting more on my Snapchat and my TikTok, like, just to like explore like other social medias. And I had this girl that I met at the casino like 2 years ago. She's been watching me on Snapchat, and I've just been posting like, you know, selfies or like, I don't know, feeling myself, little videos. And she finally placed her order. And like, when I added her on Snapchat, like, we didn't talk about like weight loss. It wasn't about that. It was just, I was making a connection with someone that I met at the casino. I was like, I watched her win $7,000, and I was like, I need your Snapchat. We need to be best friends. And like, I didn't even know she was watching me, like, at all, because I don't like watch my people on Snapchat who's watching me. But the moral of the story is like, you can't like give up. Like, no matter what, you just have to keep posting. Like, every single day you are showing up for you, and you don't know who's watching you. Like, there's so many people that randomly will reach out and be like, oh my God, I need to do this. Like, I've been watching you for so long. And if you give up, like, these people are going to be like, where'd this person go? Like, I've been watching their journey. Like, they fell off. Like, what's going on? Like, you always have to keep going, no matter what. Like, whatever's going on in life, show up for you, because it's going to pay off. Like, eventually, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next month, but if you never stop, if you don't give up, like, your dreams are coming true. 100%.
Have you guys ever seen the image of the miner? Has anybody seen that? You know what I'm talking about? There's this image of a miner, and I'll get it and I'll post it in the team page when we get off. But there's this image of a miner, and this has been, I remember 8 years ago when I started here and seeing this and people posting, and it was like, gosh, every time it was such a strong reminder. And it's like this cartoon picture, right? And it showed, they're side by side, and there's this literally the miner, you know, like hacking away at the coal, you know, in the mine, the whole whatever. And he's hitting through the dirt, right? And this one, he's hitting, and you can see he's made this like tunnel under the ground, and then he stops. He gives up. He says, this is a waste, this is, you know, whatever. And then the next one, you know, he keeps going. Well, the one that stopped, the diamond was right here. The diamond that he was working so hard to get was right here, but he stopped right before he hit it. right? And the one next to him, you see, he just went right past, he kept going, and right past where that guy stopped was the diamonds, the mine, whatever. And it's such a powerful image because, you decide today you've had a bad day, or, one more person decided to tell you that your system sucks. Like, whatever. And you like own it, right? That's not yours to own. That's not your story. Like, but sometimes we do, it sticks to us and we get like own it. We own somebody's BS, right? And all of a sudden you're like, forget it. That's it. I'm done. This isn't working. I didn't hit I wanted to hit my rank or my bonus or whatever, and I didn't hit it, and this just isn't working anymore, and that's it. And tomorrow was the day that your 200K was coming to enroll to you. That rock star that's been watching you, that person who has no idea, not because they were going to bring this huge team with them, or maybe they are, right? But because you've continued to show up every day and it's inspired them. And tomorrow was the day, because tomorrow they get paid, but they haven't told you that yet. Tomorrow was the day that they were going to join you, and that person was going to take off. And that was that person, that ace in the deck that you've been praying for, to lock arms with you in your business. But today you threw in the towel, and it never happened. Does anybody else have anything they want to share or say?
So I wanted to piggyback on what Kim was saying. So I would say that don't count anybody out, right? So we were on the phone with Jason Camper and with Paul, and he kept saying things about, social media is what it is. It's great. We're getting our name out there. We're expressing our thoughts, positivity. We're spreading, we're sharing our stories all the time, everything like that. But, the original way of connecting is in person. The original way of connecting is dialing that phone. And if you don't feel comfortable, then just reach out them through Messenger and talk your voice on their Messenger. Because these people just want to hear our enthusiasm. They just want to see or hear our light that we can share, and our trust, like our excitement and our genuinity of them to be able to trust us. And what's better to do that with eye contact or your voice tone? So I work in a showroom all the time, and I wear this friggin' thing proudly on every part of my body that's noticeable. And all my customers are like, what is that? What is that? More importantly, I've got to ask you, what is that? So to me, it's just an open for conversation. It's just a way for me to start. I don't even hesitate. I just tell them. And I've decided, that I'm thinking about putting together like a Vistaprint business card with my information and my link, because what do I have to lose? I'm getting these people to trust me to purchase bathroom fixtures anyways. So I'm going to see them throughout. I can follow up with them throughout the process. If they're interested enough, they're asking. So don't count anybody out. People at the grocery store, people at your bank, your hairdresser, whoever, don't count anyone out.
So this is one of my original Lavelle business cards. They have these on the Lavelle site, FYI, as well. They're already pre-made, if you know what I mean. So you literally just put in your information. But on the Lavelle Gear store, they have all different kind of designs. But this was one of them. And again, like I've handed out hundreds of here's my other ones, the Black Label. But you can't really see that. But anyway, he's 100% right. And if you guys missed that call, the recording's on the team page. Please listen to it. I know a lot of you guys have no idea who Paul Gravett is. He is one of the original CEOs and co-founder with Jason. They created this together. I have an incredible relationship with Paul. He has come here numerous times and done locals with us. He just, you know what? One of the things on his vision board was to someday to, be able to retire and spend time with his family. He's got 3 teenage boys now, and, he had just lost his parents. And I think it really put into perspective, like, time for him. you know, and so he's still part of the company, but he was able to, you know, kind of step back a little bit. And so now, you know, and that was, if you were at Thrivepalooza, the whole war paint thing, you know, Jason is officially our, you know, only CEO. They're both co-founders. Paul is still, you know, part of the company. But anywho, Paul is an incredible man to listen to. He always just fires me up. He's such an incredible speaker. And so if you haven't listened to the call, and you know, everything that Paul had to say. He's just such a wealth of knowledge, that man. And he is good at talking and building relationships with people, like belly to belly, face to face. And he's right. And Erica's 100%, you know, people want to hear, you can post the most incredible things with the most incredible filter, but honestly, it is that people hearing your voice, you know. And again, I mean, I'm going to bring it right back to the day that Cameron messaged me. She saw a post, yeah, cool, what are you doing? But it was the voice message. She voice said, and honestly, I'm grateful she did. She voice messaged me first. So I voice messaged her back, and she got to hear my confidence. And she got to hear me say, I just need you to trust me. I'm telling you, this is different. And she, I mean, I assume she, you know, she heard my confidence, but she also trusted me, like just my senior, that's not going to say that right now. Anyway, that I was being a sincere person in my voice, you know? And so again, I'm a huge advocate. And that's why I said on the last Zoom that we had, you know, let's start really like utilizing calls again. If you can get somebody on a validation call, get them on the call. Get them on the call. Like, who is your sponsor? Who's your upline? You know, don't be afraid to reach out. Hey, I got my friend Lauren, you know, I'm going to be calling her in a few minutes. I know that she's interested in this. She's been watching my journey this whole entire time, but I really want her to hear your story. Crystal, do you have a few minutes? Are you available? Yeah. If I'm available, I am hopping on with you. Okay. And if not, we're going to try to schedule a time that it works, or you know what, like who else may be available if I'm not, you know? But that validation is key. And that is literally how we built this at the beginning. And I'm not saying that we have to be getting on three-way phone calls all day long. That's not what I'm saying. But if you have the opportunity to pull somebody else in, you know, who's, you know, in your upline or sideline, whatever, that's available to give you 5 minutes to just share their story really quick of what this has done for them. It literally is a game changer for people. It really is. And you know what? Maybe it's not a call. Maybe it's a three-way chat, you know, but whatever the case may be, start utilizing the validation that's here for you. Because I'm telling you, you know, I'm great at closing sales alone, but it's also great when my people hear from somebody else's story that maybe they watched me, but then they hear, you know, Sheila's story and they're like, holy crap, well, Sheila's story is a little different than my story. And they hear Sheila's story and go, wait a minute, Sheila's story is my story right now. Hold on, Crystal, I think I am ready to do this. So don't be afraid to utilize those validations. Anybody else? Hold on, I'm just seeing, Jen, what you posted.
Actually, I'd like to read it.
Yeah, can you?
I do. So one of my customers sent this to me the other morning. It was early in the morning. Let me turn down just TV. And it says, I walked out of my scan to see my mom and my BFFs in the waiting room yesterday. I came out with tears rolling down my face and 2 thumbs up. My weight loss has brought my fatty liver back under control. The last testing showed cirrhosis, no more. The fatty tissue disease, and of course, that horrible celiac disease is for life. Sincerely, thank you. I just saw your first day save me. You never know the person you are helping. And I received that first thing in the morning. So that like touched my heart and I cried.
I'm so glad that you just shared this, and it's something that I wanted to, and I totally spaced that I wanted to suggest to everybody. I think another thing that we should do is a gratitude board. Okay. It's something, you can start on your own. We don't have to do it obviously like on a Zoom or anything like that, but I think you should start a gratitude board. And it's exactly for things like that, Jen. If you can, print that out and make yourself a board of any of the kind of messages that you've ever gotten from somebody that you've helped on this journey. And on those days where you feel a little defeated or you feel knocked down or you feel like, you know what, like, am I still supposed to be here? Or am I still doing, you know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of times we can lose, and it's very, very natural. It happens all the time. Maybe you've had a bad week and your paycheck wasn't anything close to what you wanted or expected, or maybe you feel like you should be further along or making more money, or we all know the triggers and the effects of it really had nothing to do with that, but you've already had a bad day, and then you open up maybe your Lavelle check at 1:00 tomorrow and it's not as big as you wanted, and then you start questioning your journey here. And those are the moments where you pull out, maybe it's in a little fold, maybe it's in one of these, maybe you don't print it, maybe you just write it down. But that's the moment that you pull out that thing and go, oh my gosh, that's right. Remember that message that I got from her? And she told me that I literally changed her life when she walked out of that scan. Remember that phone? Oh yeah, remember that day that I got that phone call from Sue and she was crying and told me that like some personal things that I had no idea she was going through, and how dark her days actually had been, and how the most important thing she ever did was trust me. Or, oh yeah, remember that person that's now on our team and his daughter, and these are all real things, by the way. He literally has shared numerous times that because he trusted the person that he enrolled with here on this team, he got his daughter on these supplements and it literally saved her life because she was in such a dark place. Those are the things that you should be in your little like gratitude. Maybe it's a journal, maybe it's something that you print them out and put, but like that's part of filling your cup. Or maybe in the morning you just get up and you read that and you remember, because of you, those are the lives that you've changed. Because you say yes, these are the people that have followed behind, after you. These are the people that have joined you. Maybe these are the people that joined, you that joined you, that person shared that in this message of somebody's life's changed, and it's because you said yes. Because if you didn't, let's just say Jen, Heather wouldn't have, you know what I mean? It's a domino effect. It's a domino effect. So like, do yourself that favor. Start writing these things down when you get these kind of messages from people. So on those days where you're feeling like, gosh, I really need to fill my own cup right now, you get to look at that and go, oh yeah, that's right. And how good you feel after you read those messages. Is there anything else that anybody want? And thank you so much for sharing that, Jen. That was like seriously the most incredible way to end this Zoom. Like my heart is so freaking full.
I was saying it from the left.
All right, queens. I took a couple screenshots, so I think we're good. We did lose somebody before I think I got to get it on, but if anybody else got any early ones, share them and tag away. But I love you girls. Have an incredible week. Okay. Make the best out of the last 3 days of the month, and tomorrow morning, remember what we talked about, pour into you. This is our mindset month of September. We're gonna rock it, and we're gonna change so many lives. So I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful night. Bye.